Hello everyone, good evening. How are
Good
you all?
evening. Fine,
Good evening,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Good evening, good evening.
Good evening, ma'am.
There's a lot of people are joining, so better we wait for some time, then we'll start. Okay, so I'm trying to share my screen. Is it visible? Can
Good
anyone?
evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, ma'am, it's visible.
Is it visible? Okay, okay. Thank you so much.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Okay. So, one quick check. Okay, it is on. Come on. Okay. Let's get started. Okay, so hello everyone, and welcome to this session where I'll be sharing my thoughts on how to land your dream job at big tech giants. And I'll be sharing some insights, some strategies so that you can succeed in these competitive tech industry roles. So, sorry. Okay, so before even we start, I should introduce myself because I mean, you all of you having that question in mind. No, okay, why are you listening to her? Who is she? So yeah, let me introduce myself. My name is Kriti Majumdar, and currently I am working as a software engineer at Microsoft, and I'm also an alumni of IIT Kanpur, and my department was computer science as well. And before joining Microsoft, I have worked in multiple companies, sometimes as a developer, sometimes as a teaching assistant, and sometimes even as a technical content creator. So, yeah, this is all about me. Let's just get started. Okay, so if anyone is having any question in between, you can just unmute yourself and ask. Okay. So So I like everyone want to join the big tech giants like MAANG companies or Microsoft. But any of you have you ever wondered why these companies? Anyone, you can unmute yourself and say, why do you want to join this? I mean, come on.
Money.
Money. Okay. Yeah, that is a motivating factor. Yeah, obviously money. Other than that,
Name of the company.
name of the company. Yeah, name of the company. Yeah, brand name. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yes.
Recognition.
And also my money and work culture.
Work culture. Great. Great work culture. I mean, yeah, let's say you're working in Google and you're a part of, let's say, Google Chrome. And so you can say, I am working in this thing that millions and billions of people are using nowadays. So, yeah. So if you're working in some pronounced company or some big techs, then yeah, obviously you can contribute in some projects that are really great and people are using. Someone is saying something. Okay, to create a career because salary and work culture successfully established company and money to get incorporated with proper states, global exposure. Yeah. So yeah, everyone is right. Yeah, I thought someone may first say, okay, my friends are also in this path and they want to join some company, so I am also doing that. I don't have a proper clarity why do I want to join, but yeah, most of you have that idea. So
Larger companies tend to be more stable and they offer better perks along with great exposure. So that's my lookout.
correct, Sutika. Ekdam. So yeah. So now coming to the main thing, that is the roadmap. So how do you land your dream job in these companies? So the first thing is role selection. So you should be knowing that fact, okay, I want to join this company or some other companies. It shouldn't be like I will select only one company. Let's say I want to join Microsoft only. It shouldn't be like that. You should apply in more and more companies, and then you'll figure out, okay, what I need to do. But it shouldn't be like, okay, I am only applying in Microsoft over and over the time, but yeah, it's not working. It shouldn't like that. You should apply in all the companies, all the big companies. It's not like there are only 5 or 6 companies. There are many more than that. And even there are some startups, product-based startup I'm talking about, and they are doing really great. Let's say nowadays, Flipkart, we can say, yeah, they're doing really great. And coming to the role selection thing, like most of us, I mean, I'm not sure how many of you are in college or how many are working professional, but yes, you should have some clarity on which role you want to work on. It can be software engineering, it can be product management, it can be cybersecurity or data science, anything it could be. But yeah, you should at least be specific with your role, not the company. You should like work on those things. You should be specific that, okay, I want to become a software engineer. So for that thing, these are the list of the things that I need to check before applying. So yeah, that should be on your plate to work on. So just a quick check, like how many of you want to become software engineer? You can raise your hands. Okay, that's great. A lot of people. Great. So yeah, most of you want to become software engineer. Okay, and how many of you want to join as data scientist or want to work on AI ML? Okay, someone said I want to become cybersecurity engineer. That's great. Cybersecurity is just growing. Yeah, that's great. Ethical hacker. Okay, yeah, that is also coming under cybersecurity, security to be specific, and to become a data scientist. Wow.
I
Great.
want to be a cybersecurity man.
Oh, nice, nice. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, so all of you have that clarity on the role, so which is a very good thing. You should be specific with the role you want to work on. It shouldn't be like jo bhi mil jata hai wo kar lena. It's not like that. You should be specific. Because, yeah. So you should be specific that, okay, I want to join companies in this role. So there, for each of the roles, the strategies should be different. I can see some of you are raising hand. You want to say something? You can just unmute yourself and say.
Ma'am, I like two opportunity, like one game developer and one like web developer. What I choose?
That completely depends on like your interests. So both of the things are not exactly like there is a very the amount of subset these two things have is very less. So web development as a full stack.
What, ma'am?
Is it like web development as in a full stack developer or just front end or back end?
Front end and back end. I use all. I can use both of you for the website making, and sometime I use the C++, C and Java for the game development. I'm using for the sometime, but I like very hard. I've left this project.
Okay. So Rudra, are you in college or like can you tell?
College, college last year diploma IT.
Okay, okay, nice, very nice. So for that, like there are opportunities where they offer roles for full stack and yeah, game development as well. But I'm not sure if like these MAANG companies and all there. I mean, I think there's no scope for specifically this game development thing. So yeah, I mean that is also a very good career option. There are like some other companies, not specifically these Microsoft, Google's, but yeah, there are other companies who are recruiting for these roles. So if you're really interested, then yeah, you can think about that.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So coming to the next thing, that is CV preparation. Let's say you have now decided, okay, I want to become a software engineer. The next thing you should do is a CV preparation. So preparing your CV, a curated CV is very, very, very much important because sometimes on LinkedIn people ask me for referral and they send me their CVs and I literally feel okay, I can recommend this person and he or she has that like all the criteria they are fulfilling, but then comes the how they present it. So I mean, I am planning to keep a separate session for particularly CV making, but yeah, I would like to know like how you people are like preparing your CVs. Like, are you following any template or any latex or just making Google Doc for making your CV and all? How are you doing?
Ma'am, I am following Microsoft Word for making my CV.
Okay, thank you. And anyone else?
Yeah, I am given some samples resumes. According to that, I done it. But when I put in the Indeed and the like a Naukri, I didn't got any call from data science for the fresher. I have an experience in recruitment.
Mhm.
Yeah, so what happening I am not understanding because I already took the course of 6 months and internship also completed. So I'm waiting for these calls and all things, but in 2 months I has completed, which I put in that all things in the portals, but I'm not getting any calls. That's why I am what
Correct.
happening.
I can completely understand. So yeah, that what I was saying, like most of people this send me request on LinkedIn asking for the referral, but I seeing a CV, their CV, what I feel is okay, they can make the CV in a better way. So for CV making, first, your CV should not exceed 1 page. Like your CV must be a 1 page resume, and
Yeah, I myself is going through the format like one of northeastern format. I'm going through that resume making. Like it need to be in the one page. Like at the starting, we need to include some of the education background. Like after that, what the experience we are having. Next, the projects what we have done in the past, and coming to last, technical skills what we are having and certifications.
yeah.
It need to be concluded by one page. That and all I am using that.
Great, Pawan. So the thing is, not only should be 1 page, you should highlight the things that you really want to showcase. Let's say, I mean, oh, how would I say? Let's say I want to hire some cook for my home, right? And someone comes and say, brag about their experience that they have been house girl in some places for 15 years, 20 years. So what do I do with that? Make sense? So yeah, it might be the case that he can also cook, but he needs to brag about that. So when you see some JD, that is job description, you should see some of the keywords. Okay, they want this many years of experience, they want these many skills, these are the things that they're looking for. So what you need to do is you need to highlight those things, because nowadays no one manually reads your CV. It might be the case that I was saying, yeah, it might be the case that you are the one who has all the skills that the job description asking about, but you are not able to like showcase it to them. And the LLMs that they the CV, most of the in most of the big companies, the CVs are shortlisted by LLMs, so no one is gonna manually see your CV. So in that case, the you are not getting the call for the OAs and all, and you might be wondering why I'm not getting the call. I have all the qualities and all the qualifications that they are asking in the job description, but why am I not able to get the call? So this is the reason you couldn't highlight your skills, and there might be some gap in the alignment and all those things. How many of you know there is a ATS score of a CV? Have you ever heard of it? ATS score, ATS.
Yes.
Yeah. So correct. So whenever you make a resume, you should check your ATS score. So if it is at least above 70%, then okay, your alignment and all those things are good. Okay, someone is raising hand. You can just unmute yourself and say.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Sure.
How to secure a position as a data science or AI ML engineer at a MNC or Big Five company? Like I am transitioning into this field from a tech support background, and I have attended many interviews and successfully passed the every round. But in the final round, the technical HR said that we are looking for the relevant industry experience, like for two or 3 year experience. So even though I completed an internship, they mentioned that internship experience doesn't count. So what should I do in this situation?
Correct. So first you need to know, you just fresh graduate or are you in college?
No, I have a 4 years experience, tech experience in a different domain.
Okay, so you are having 4 years of experience, and you are saying your experience is in some other field, and now we want to switch your domain. Am I getting it correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so in that case, it depends. Like you are completely switching your domain. In that case, companies may say, okay, we cannot consider your experience because, let's say in that case, what you should do, you should apply for the freshers role. Like you are interested in data science roles, right? So in data science, there are several. Let's say if I talk about Microsoft, for data scientists, in Microsoft, there are roles like data scientist 1, which comes under 2 levels, level 59 and level 60. So level 59 is for complete freshers, okay, and who are like fresh graduates from out of college and all those things. And for level 60, they are also a data scientist 1 only, but they are having a little bit of knowledge or some experience or some certifications. So yeah, even though the designation is same, data scientist 1, but there will be 2 different levels and there will be the different pay. So you can start with that thing, level 59 or level 60, data scientist 1.
Okay, thank you.
What is the level 69 and level 50 you're saying?
Okay, so I'm particularly telling about Microsoft. So in Microsoft, we for IC tools, like IC means individual contributor. So individual contributor, there is different roles, right? Like I'm software engineer. Someone could be data scientist. Someone can be a threat researcher. So all of us can have that level, like level 59 or level 60. That is the starting level for freshers. So level 59 for all the roles I mentioned, that is for the extreme freshers who are like fresh graduate out of college and having no experience. The level 59 for them, and level 60 is for the people who have a little bit of experience. So they are not asking for many more years of experience. So the case he was saying, he is having some 4 years of experience, but he wants to switch his tech. So he can then apply for level 60 data scientist if he's applying in Microsoft. Because the experience he is having, that is not considerable in that tech stack, so they can take him in level 60. Yeah, go ahead. I can See raised hand. Anyone want to ask anything? I mean, I can see 3-4 raised hands. So if you want to ask something,
I have a question, ma'am.
correct, sure. Go ahead.
Multiple people are saying cybersecurity not for freshers because
No, it is not true. Even for freshers as well, there are opportunities, but cybersecurity is just into the market a few years back, right? Before that, like, people weren't that much aware and there wasn't much, resources and all those things. So yeah, this is new, but it's not like freshers can't apply. Yeah, they can. It's a myth. You can check out the. So I mean, I would like to know this thing. How people are even applying? Is it like you are completely dependent on your college placement, or are you applying off campus? So if you are applying off campus, how do you do that? Anyone? Okay, someone has asked, I want to become a cybersecurity researcher, but
Hi.
Yeah, hi, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Sophia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hi.
So I have a question here. So I have 13 years of experience. I have been working in MNCs, and after my maternity break, I thought that I would upskill myself, and that's when I have learned this data science course. But right now, it is so difficult for me to get a job. I mean, exactly the same thing that the other person was talking about earlier. I think Gautam.
So,
I. Mhm.
yeah, I mean, you mentioned you are having 13 years of experience. So may I know
Yes.
what are your tech stack or expertise?
So I was into client management and customer service. I have worked with TCS, JP Morgan Chase, IBM Dutch. So I have worked with good renowned companies. But right now I'm in UAE. So here, when I'm trying to look for a job as a data analyst, even it's very difficult for me to get a job here. So I just
Okay,
wanted to understand what should I
correct.
do.
You want to become a data analyst or data scientist? Because both the things are not same.
So apparently my idea initially was data scientist, but from where I have done the course, they all have advised me that, initially I have to get into data analyst for a couple of months, for 6-8 months. And that's when I can then switch to data scientist. That is how they said the roadmap is. If you're directly trying to jump to a data scientist, that could be not possible. So that was
Correct.
quite surprising. But
Okay, so let me clarify these two things. First of all, data analyst and data scientist are quite different things, right? So a data scientist is where you work on AI ML projects where you need to code, right? So this is something like that. And for data analyst, you handle the data. Like, yeah, so these are two. So data analyst, so you are having 13 years of experience in all the MNCs. So I don't know whoever advised you, but what I understood is, as per your years of experience and the expertise you have, data analyst more aligns to your expertise. You get my point? Yeah.
Right.
So if you try for data analyst role, there will be better opportunities for you. But it's not like you cannot become a data scientist. Like, you can, obviously you can. So for that, you need to get some expertise on that side as well. No, you need to learn those AI/ML things and all the cutting edge technologies that the companies are using nowadays. You need to learn Python. You should be good with your coding, those things. So yeah, it's still.
So should I look for a fresher? I mean, fresher role because as I don't have experience, or should I look for how do I target that?
Yeah, let me get into that. So if you want to become a data analyst, then you can apply for the senior roles because you are already having 13 years of experience for data analyst. Correct. But if you want to become a data scientist, you can any time of your career, you can change your path and you can change your stack and you can become something else. So it's not like just because you are having 13 years of experience in something else, you cannot become data scientist. Obviously, you can become. And I believe the knowledge I have, if you are a data scientist in a good tech companies, the amount, even as a fresher, so the amount of pay you are going to get, that is somewhat similar to the pay that they're going to give you as a senior data analyst.
Okay.
मैम
Alright,
एक क्वेश्चन
so
मुझे भी पूछना था
पूछिए।
मैम ये फ्रीलांसर का एक्सपीरियंस काउंट होता है क्या और वेब डेवलपर में फ्रीलांसर कैसे बनते हैं
Okay, so freelancer का experience, as in experience you cannot showcase, but yeah, आप डाल सकते हो अपने CV में कि one line you can give, okay, I have contributed these things. Or if you are contributing to some open source projects, then I would recommend कि आपको डालना ही चाहिए वो चीज, क्योंकि जब मतलब सारा लेवल्स क्लियर होने के बाद जब आप इंटरव्यू में जाते हो, that shows a good impact कि okay. और फ्रीलांसिंग कैसे करना है, is it what are you asking?
यस मैम
Yeah, so for that there are multiple like websites and all where you can make your profile, and there will be clients who will assign work to you. So for a fresher, it's kind of difficult nowadays because
Kaggle is okay for the data set.
sorry.
She is saying that Kaggle is efficient for a data set.
The data that Kaggle have, those are not like I mean I think even in 2017-18, Kaggle was very much useful for making those ML projects and all. But nowadays, even like when I was in IIT, I was looking for some real-time data. So I didn't find Kaggle like that much of useful for that thing. But yeah, I cannot conclude for just on the basis of one project. But yeah, Kaggle was previously it was very much useful, but now I'm not sure how much useful it is. Nowadays, I think if there is some good data set and all, people generally upload that on GitHub. So yeah.
Ma'am, I have a
Hi,
question.
ma'am. I'm working as a software engineer. Wanted to change my domain in cybersecurity, but it's very difficult to find out jobs as a fresher. I'm not getting shortlisted. So,
Okay. So
what I can
go
do?
ahead. You can do a lot of things like let's say, how are you trying to find your job? Like is it like
LinkedIn or Naukri?
LinkedIn or not? So if you have some targeted companies, you can check their page. And just a second, please. Yeah. Hi. So yeah, so what I was saying, so you can find the job on the company's job portal. So don't just rely completely on like Naukri or LinkedIn, because every company has their designated career portal. Let's say Google, Amazon, Microsoft, everyone have like all the companies, not even these big tech giants, all the small companies also mostly have their own company portal where they like post about the job updates. So you can check there and you can apply. So don't just rely on LinkedIn, that I would say. And there are many frauds of these days going on. So just do your research. Like,
Yes, ma'am. I'm coming to this role selection. So should I put as a software engineer or should I which role I'm going to applying? I have to put that.
Actually it completely depends on your interest. It's not like you should do something. There is no like specific rules that you should do this, you should do that. It's completely depending on the on your like interest and your expertise. So I think
I'm working as a software engineer, but if I'm changing my domain in cybersecurity, so there will be data analyst or some different security engineer like that, right? So if I apply for security engineer, so should I continue with software engineer selection role or
okay, Vaibhavi, I'll come back to you at the end of the session. So I think I should continue with the presentation. Then later at a point, we'll keep that Q&A session where I'll be solving all of your doubts.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah, Gautam. I'll take it at the end of the session. I'll keep a separate time for that Q&A thing. So, yeah, I'm stuck in one slide for a long time. So I think I should go ahead and complete what I want to say. Then whatever doubts you are having, I'll take that one by one. Sounds good? Okay. So, yeah, I was in CV preparation. So CV preparation is very much important, what I was saying. So my suggestion is you make your CV in LaTeX on overleaf and make one-page resume. And whenever you are applying for a specific role, to just don't apply blindly, right? You should read. You should spend your time on reading the job description. Okay, what are the things they want? You should completely read what they are asking for the specific job role. Then you will match your expertise. And before applying, what I used to do while applying for a job, I used to see the job description, and for every time before like submitting the CV, I used to change some of the keywords or some of the presentation. It doesn't take much time, but yeah, I used to update my CV based on the job description that they are giving, so that my CV completely aligns with the thing they are asking. But yeah, it shouldn't be like you are lying. Don't. It's a request that don't lie on your CV. Because anyways, if you get shortlisted by doing something in the interview, you will be asking, you will be asked some things regarding that, and if you are not able to answer that, then that's a mess. And if you clear till that point and you fail in the interview, then I think all of you know there is a timeline that, let's say you are shortlisted for Google interview and you couldn't make it there, then there will be a timeline of 4 months or 6 months. After that only you will be able to apply. So if you think you don't have that expertise like which aligns with the job role, then it's better you get skilled then apply. Because lying in CV, I don't find it very much helpful, and this is not something I'll suggest. So yeah, so okay, so the things I'm saying about CV preparation, it should be one-page resume and make it on LaTeX. Do not follow any other things. Like there are multiple like websites that I know, Novo Resume and all those things, Canva and all those things. So that can give you a very good interface, but no, I'm not sure how much this is, going to help you. Because while you are making CV for the big companies, it is more about the content, not about the interface. So putting your picture and your home address, your hobbies and all in the CV, it's not gonna be helpful, to be honest. So just put the relevant information in your CV. Obviously put your email address, your phone number, your educational background, your projects. And you coming to the projects, yeah, when you are like putting your projects on the resume, you should put those projects that aligns to the job description. It's not like, it shouldn't be like, okay, you are applying for a data science role and you do not even have a project on that. So that is something I believe it's not gonna help. And apart from that, whenever you are giving some description about some project, let's say, so there's a strategy that we follow. It's called STAR. So what is STAR? So STAR is S. S is for. So sorry, someone's. Okay, yeah. So all the questions you can put, I think you can put at the end of the session, because I'll keep a Q&A session at the end. So yeah, I'll be answering to all of you. So yeah, what I was saying, CV preparation. So make your CV on overleaf, follow some templates, some industry level templates, check your ATS score. And whenever you are putting your resume details, project details and all, just make sure the projects you are putting into it, that aligns with the job description. Again, I'm highlighting, before applying, go through your job description, because anyways you might be some you might have some expertise in something, but you are applying for some different role. So anyways, it's not gonna happen. So first you should read the job description. Second, your CV should align with their expectation. And thirdly, the thing I mentioned, no one is going to read your CV manually. So nowadays LLM does all those things. So you should have that keywords. And if you are, let's say you are mentioning some projects, right? So you should write it in a way, it shouldn't be like, okay, you have given a whole paragraph about your project. No, it shouldn't be like that. You put some bulleted points where you mention what was your goals and what was the technologies and all those things in you make it in the technologies you use and all those things you mention in a bold font. And last line should be a last bulleted point should be what were the results, and it should be scalable. Let's say you did something and you gained an accuracy of 90%. So you should mention that number. Mentioning number in a project, it's a very, very, very good thing. For a green flag, you can say. So yeah, so those things get highlighted in your CVs. So it's a very, very like most of the cases what I have seen, like from my experience, I can say, and I have referral like many people, but in most of the cases the CVs don't even get shortlisted. And before even referring, I know okay, it's not gonna get selected for the further rounds because the CV is not enough. It's not like they don't have the expertise, it's just the presentation is not well enough and just LLM reject that. So if you are able to clear that CV shortlisting round, then comes the online assessment. And for all the roles in engineering line, so this online assessment is gonna happen for you. So if you in big companies, like we mentioned, MAANG companies, Microsoft or Flipkart and all these companies, there will be online assessment which consists of coding questions. So what you need to do, you need to do DSA. So knowing DSA is important. It's not just important, it's compulsory. So if you want to get into these big companies, no matter for which role, you should know DSA. And knowing DSA, like if you want to join these companies, then you have no option, but you have to learn DSA. So it's just something compulsory. You need to learn this. So, but some people do not have clarity that how do I learn that, like DSA? I only have 4 months. I only have 6 months. How do I learn? So people just start lead code and they think, okay, if I solve like 500 problems or 1,000 problems, I am done. No, you're not done. You don't even need to do 1,000 problems. You need to do around 150 or 200 problems, but you should know the pattern. There are patterns in DSA. So you should learn pattern wise. Let's say you are doing some trees and all, some binary tree or normal tree or graph. There is pattern. You should learn the pattern. If you can learn the pattern, you will be able to solve, like on that topic, you will be solve any number of questions. So it's not like, okay, there might be one person who has solved like 1,000 problems on lead code or HackerRank, but there is someone who has solved, let's say, 200 problems. But when they are in the OS, the one with 200 problems, he is able to make it to the next round, but he was not able who has done 1,000 problems. So it might be the case. So obviously, whenever you are learning DSA, you keep this thing in mind. You don't go for the count there. It doesn't at all matter how many problems you solve. The only thing that matters is, and in ways you do not get the like basic problems or fundamental problems, to be honest. So you just need to learn the pattern. So when you see something that you have never done, you will first you need to figure out, okay, how do I figure like which data structure I should use, how do I approach, and you give the optimal solution. Not only giving solution is enough, you should give the optimal solution, and that's how you clear the OS. And in some companies there will be OS that is optional, I believe. In Microsoft, they do not take any way that consists of any MCQ or technical questions apart from this DSA. In Microsoft, there was a DSA round before interview. So in Google also, this is the same. In Qualcomm and Flipkart and all those companies, there was same. But for what Oracle, I remember there was like in the way there were some MCQ questions followed by some DSA problem. So yeah, again, so for the way you need to prepare those subjects, like these are the computer science fundamental subjects, right? Like database, computer networks, operating system. These subjects you must learn, because they are the fundamental subjects, and if there are questions in Qualcomm also, yeah. So in Qualcomm they take the way on Higher Pro platform, and there will be MCQs on these technical things. So yeah, these fundamentals you should obviously know, and apart from that, you need to learn DSA in a pattern-based way, and the best once like you are done, you just go through like there will be in Lead Code, in Geeks for Geeks, there are weekly contests. I highly recommend if you are targeting these companies like Google, Microsoft, you should it's if I am remembering it correctly, on Lead Code it happens every Sunday in the morning. So I used to take part in those weekly contests where you can like, that is kind of a we give mock tests, right? So this contest is kind of a mock online assessment. That it is, and that is what I can say. So you just practice over there, and initially you will not be, let's say in Lead Code there will be 4 problems, and for the first time when you are registering, I think you are able to solve maybe 1 or maybe not even 1. But yeah, eventually if you keep on learning and keep on practicing, then yeah, you will be able to solve all the 4 problems. Even when I started, I was not able to solve even 1 problem. But yeah, eventually I used to do all the 4 problems within the given time frame. So yeah, that is how you practice. You learn in a pattern-based way. You appear in those online contests. So this is kind of a mock way. So that is how you make it. You clear those online assessments. So if you are able to clear the online assessment, the next part comes the interview. So how these interviews happen? So in most of the tech companies, there will be 2 rounds of technical interviews, and after that, in some companies there will be HR round, which is optional for Microsoft. In Microsoft, I didn't have any HR round because Microsoft only care about the technical skills. So yeah, there were 2 rounds that was completely based on technical interviews. So how these technical interviews happen? So in most of the companies, in the first round of your technical interviews, you will again be asked DSA. Yes. So why DSA is this much important? So the first round, there will be DSA question. And you should learn how to drive your technical interview, right? So let's say some interviewer asked you, how do I say? Let's say your interviewer just asked, I'm giving a very small problem. Let's say you are given an array of numbers or integers, and you have to find out the duplicate number. There will be some number which is repeating. So you just need to find out that repeated number. Anyone who want to come with the solution? Anyone? It's a very small question. Anyone would like to answer? I can even type it out. Yeah, you just unmute yourself and start. So many people are raising their hands, so I cannot see. I can repeat the question again. You are given an array and there will be one element which is repeating, and you just need to find the element which is repeated. Anyone? Someone said has not opened, so we cannot input. Okay. Okay, if we're not able to unmute, then okay. Music index value, sliding window, just a low condition statement. Okay, so let me say how we should proceed. So whenever you are asked some question which is very much convenient to you and you have practiced it multiple times, don't just directly jump into the solution. This is not the right approach. You should know how to drive the interview. It's not like the interviewer also knows, okay, you know the solution. But let's say it might be the situation, you and your friend went for the interview, both of you were asked the same question, you were able to answer the right solution, but you didn't get the job, but your friend went and he got the job. How did that happen? So let me tell you how. So whenever you are asked some question, you should have some clarity on that question. Don't, I repeat, don't right away jump into the solution. Your interviewer is not at all interested in knowing the right solution. They are interested to know how you approach, because in later, but if you get hired in the later point of your time, you will be handling some situation which is completely unknown to you, and they want to know how do you approach a solution, how do you give solution to a problem. So this is how you need to learn, this is why you need to learn how to drive the interview. So let's say you are given this problem, that you are given an array and these things which I have said. So first thing, if the question is not clear to you, first you should ask for the clarification. So if the same question was asked to me, the first thing I should ask, okay, so does the array contain any negative elements? The first thing I ask. Because if the array contains negative elements, my approach should be different. If the array contains all the positive elements, then my approach should be different. Once I get my answer, okay, no negative elements, only the positive elements will be there. And then the next question, as it's still not clarified from the question he has asked, I should ask you, okay, sir, can you please say what will be the range of the numbers that are present in the array? Because again, if you are given like if you are already given the range in the question itself, my approach will be different. If it's not given, then my approach will be different. So I will ask for that clarification. Okay. Once I'm done with that and he clarifies, okay, no, if let's say the array is of size n, then the range of the numbers present in the array should be between 1 to n plus 1. Once I have clarified all of my doubts, then I will proceed with the solution. And I will not give the solution that I have already known. I mean, it's not always the case that you get this question that you have prepared in your interviews, but sometimes it might happen that, okay, you know some solution previously, and you are asked the same question and you are very happy and you just gave the right solution and you came back, but you are not selected. So even if you know the solution, just take your time, show your skill and write the interview. So what you should do, once you have clarified, okay, these things, okay, now the question is completely clarified to you, and it shows your attitude that, okay, before right on working on the solution, you first understand the problem. You ask for the edge cases, then you should proceed with the solution. The first solution you should give, that should be a brute force approach. Maybe you should say, okay, I should first run a loop, and for each element, for all the elements, and for each element, I should again run a inner loop, and then try to find out the solution. So then you will say, okay, if I approach this way, then if you approach this way, then the time complexity should be, if there are n elements, then we are running the loop for n into 1, that is n squared time, then okay. I am taking big O of n squared time complexity, which is not very good for this solution. Okay, so I think I can think of something which is better than this. Then you should come up with a solution. Maybe you can use some hash and you can store the elements and you can run a loop. In that case, you will again analyze, okay, if I do this way, then I'm going to take a time complexity of linear time complexity, which is order of n. But in this case, I am using an extra space of order of n, which is again, is not that good Then you will say, okay, I can think of something more optimal. Then you will come up with your optimal solution. Then that Floyd algorithm that we use with slow and fast, and that gives time complexity of order of n and no space complexity at all. So yeah, this is how you proceed. See, you see the pattern. Okay, you should first clarify the question, not before jumping into the solution. Then you should like drive your interview in such a way that first, okay, the first thing that comes in your mind, then you analyze, okay, these are the things, but can I do better? Yeah, if that's possible, you do that. If that's not even possible, you at least show that thing that you are analyzing. So that shows your attitude towards a real life problem, how you approach, how you find out a solution to a particular problem. So this is the attitude. So even if you see some problem which you haven't solved before, but by the approach you follow, that creates a huge impact on the interview. So okay, I think, yeah. So this is how you drive your interview, the DSA interview. So if you're able, and in technical interviews, second round, mostly they will ask you about your technical projects, which is mostly domain specific, like for the role you're applying and you have mentioned something, you have highlighted something, they will be asking about that. And in some cases, if you're applying for the, freshers role, in that case, the projects, they do not literally look for the expertise in the domain. So they will be asking about the projects that you already mentioned. So let's say, as I take an example of my Microsoft second round interview, the first project I mentioned, that was my thesis, and it was completely on cybersecurity. So even though I was applying for the software engineer role, but my project was in cybersecurity, and it was a long conversation. Apparently, the guy was from cybersecurity background, and it was, I think, around a 1 hour interview, and he asked me, and in such a depth that like I had to think, okay, these are the things I also need to consider, and something like that. So again, coming to the point that don't lie in your resume, because let's say your friend has done some good project and you are just copying that and all those things. Just don't do that, because you will be asked, and it's not just you take the overview and you are good to go. It's not like that. They should ask you something going into the deeper. And for the freshers role, they don't like really expect to do you some project that is like domain specific. But yeah, whatever you are mentioning, you should be clear with that, very much clear with that. And then yeah, in some if for freshers role, they don't generally ask system design questions. Even if they ask, that would be like higher level system design. They do not go into that much deep. I was asked a very simple system design question, but yeah. But if you are applying for some experienced roles, then you need to ace system design as well, along with DSA, your projects, your CS fundamentals. You need to master system design as well. So yeah, that is about your preparation. Then I think I have already explained this, how to find the right opportunity. Don't blindly apply from, LinkedIn is obviously good. It's not bad, it's good. But just don't rely on that. There are company portals available. Just keep an eye on that, and there will be opportunities which completely aligns with your interests. So not every time you can find it on LinkedIn. So it's better to go in the career portal of the companies and find it out. And yeah, the second thing, building a strong profile. I think I have already covered these things. How to make a good resume. You should make a skill, like you should mention the numbers in your, it should be a curated version of your resume. It's not just like randomly you're putting things, your hobbies and all those things. Those are completely not required. So make your resume professional, follow the overlap templates so that you get, better alignment and all those things. So that point I think I have already covered. Coming to the online assessments, yeah, I have already mentioned DSA, time condition, these things. Okay, interviews I have also covered. Continuous learning. Okay, so coming to this point as well, does networking matter? Yes, it does. I mean, if you don't have a good network, then it's fine. Nobody can stop you from getting what you deserve. But again, if you have a good network or if you maintain a good network, you can obviously ask them for the referral. And even if not even network, you can just go on LinkedIn, search some profiles, and you can request them for referrals, mention, and just be mindful when you are requesting for referrals. You should send your resume first. Don't approach any fake person. At least seeing the profile, you should know what the legit person. Then you can request them mentioning the job ID. Because just don't randomly go and say, ki, "Sorry, ma'am, can you please refer me for software engineer role?" Because some people just randomly come to me on LinkedIn and they're like, "Ma'am, can you please refer me for any SDE role that is available?" So am I gonna search in the career portal and find a job that is suitable for you? Obviously, I'm not gonna do that. So, but how I can help? I can help if, okay, you have done the homework, you have searched the job, and you have find out some job which aligns to your profile. You mention me the job ID. You say, "Kriti, can you refer me for this job?" Mentioning the job role, and here is my resume. I believe my resume. So. Aligns with the job description they're asking. So I can take a 2 minutes of look. Okay, his resume is like this, and this is a job description. Okay, that sounds good. I can refer. Okay, this thing I can do. But just don't randomly go and ask, "Okay, refer me for something." They are not going to do that. They're already working in some company and they already have a hectic schedule. So all the and let's say you text 10 people. I think 1 or 2 is gonna really be respond to you. So yeah, that thing you also keep in mind. Even this thing applies for applying as well. I mean, when you are applying, you should at least apply like all the opportunities that aligns to your interest. You should apply in that, and you are gonna like the ratio is kind of, I believe, of campus. It's 10:1. Maybe if you apply in 10 companies, you are really gonna make it to interview for 1 or 2 companies. But yeah, you shouldn't be disappointed at that point because everyone is going through the same thing. It's not like it's somewhat different from others. Everyone is going through the same path. So somehow you need to do better from the others so that you can make it. Okay, and now coming to the pitfalls. Okay, this thing I already mentioned, understanding the role fit. I will emphasize that you should read the job description, and if needed, you should update your resume. It's not a time-consuming job. Let's say you are already having a overlay resume, and you see something that is mentioned in the job description, and you already know that, but somewhere it is not highlighted in your resume. Then you just go and update, then apply. You are not doing this for someone else. You are doing it for your own benefit. So yeah, do that. Core fundamentals, yeah. I mean, if you are applying for some computer science based roles, then yeah, you should know the basic things, with fundamentals and all those things. Otherwise, how would you survive in the company? So you must know that. Then comes the effective communication. It's not like you need to become that Sasi Tharoor or something like that. I mean, people have that misconception about a good communication. That think, okay, if you have mastered some language, then you are a good communicator. It's not always the case, because being a good communicator is all about how are you able to express yourself. That is what they expect. No one is gonna come and see you, "Hey, you make so much of grammatical mistakes when you say," or something like that. No one is gonna say that. You just need to be concise, precise, and should be able to like say what you are saying. So that makes a lot of sense. I mean, this is not like you should be some, yeah, I have already mentioned, you don't need to be someone like hi-fi, you need to know some hi-fi level words or something like that. You don't need to know that. You just should know how to be like effectively communicating. That is what that makes a lot of sense in these technical interviews. No one is hiring you for all those things where like no one, you are not applying for that flight attendance role. So yeah, you are not gonna be judged on the basis of your level of some language or something like that. Then yeah, the most important thing, preparation and practice. You should prepare well. You should know what are your goals, and to achieve those goals, what are the path, what are the things you need to learn, what are the things you should master. And then these things help a lot, like when you are like let's say you are doing DSA and you are done with 50% of your DSA thing, and you already done the fundamentals, you have already made some good projects. Then you are at a point that okay, my resume is going to get shortlisted near sooner. So okay, then you start practicing mock interviews. That helps a lot. And how to practice mock interviews? Like, yeah, I mean, you can approach your seniors, and there are like online also there are opportunities available. Senior interview. So yeah, practicing helps. So yeah, you really need to do that. Okay, I think I have completed what I wanted to say now. Okay, let's start a Q&A session. I'd like to hear from you. What are your questions and how can I help you?
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible. Please go
Yeah,
ahead.
great. So I have a few doubts regarding. So currently I'm working as a Windows administrator in one product-based company. If I'm switching to next job, is it good for product-based company or?
Sorry, Vignesh, can you please say what is your role and in which company are you working in?
Yeah, I'm currently working as a Windows administrator in product-based company. I want to switch my job since here 2 years is complete.
Product-based company, as in, can you please tell me the name?
It's a purchasing power. It's Chennai-based company, US-based
Okay,
company. Chennai have a location.
nice.
So I want to switch my job from to same company to other company. Which company will be good for my career plus package wise, salary package wise? Is it good for product based company or service based company? First question. Second one is since 2 years I was here, but I don't have any growth here. My seniors and mentors is slowing down my career growth. So I feel I need to switch the company. I'm going to switch. If I'm switching every 2 to 3 years, every company means it will impact my resume. Like for example, in the future, HR is noticing my profile. Like 2 years, 2 to 3 years only. This guy is staying in one company. Again, he's switching. So is it impact my future career or something else? First question.
Okay, so you are Windows administrator in your current company, and now you want to switch your company, right? Am I getting your question correctly?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, like, how many years of experience do you have?
Currently, I have 4 years experience. 2 years is different domain, and 2 years is this domain as a Windows administrator.
Okay, so you want to switch in same domain, or do you have a plan of changing your domain?
Uh, I mean, I have a theory knowledge regarding the cybersecurity. I want to go to cybersecurity, but since I don't have any hands-on experience, so I'm getting Windows. Currently, I have an interview on next week, so I want to complete that one. So if I get it, if I get selected, I will go as a Windows administrator again. But I hope that will be good package. Well, comparing with this company, I'm getting very lowest package in this my current company. I'm the one who getting very lowest package. So I don't have that much
You don't
career
ask
growth
for
as well.
appraisal, or don't they have budget?
I asked them, but they're mentioning that you don't have that much work because my seniors both take my all the activities. They are giving some little work only. Kind of they are bounded me. I mean bounded me. That's why.
Okay, so coming to your answer. So in most of the companies, there will be, I mean, what I understood from your job profile, that is Windows administrator, means you are in support role. Support.
Uh, exactly. Like they are giving me support tool only, but I have there is servers and other activities also. The security related activities also there, but they are not giving that to me.
So
They
yeah,
are,
yeah,
yeah,
if
go ahead.
you're in support role, then in all the companies, let it be, I mean, in service space, they generally pay less for all the roles, I believe. So it's better to like aim for the product-based companies. In all the product-based companies as well, there are roles for the support. In use their technical companies, right? So there are roles for technical support. So you just go to the career portal of maybe Microsoft, Google, and all the other companies, and then yeah, go apply for them. And you are already having 4 years of experience, so that's a good thing. So if you want to quit your job in like with 4 months of experience, then that doesn't give a very good impact. But yeah, changing after 4 years, that makes a quite lot of sense.
Yeah, understood. Gautam, could you please mute her? I could not able to hear the
Can I ask
further
question?
voice properly. Just a second. Another one question is I have. So, ma'am, if I'm going to switch my profile from here to there every 2 to 3 years, means it will impact my career growth. Is it
No,
possible?
not really.
Okay. Okay.
Uh,
At the same time, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, in IT industries, people generally start with some technology, and over the years they learned enough that there is no scope of learning more, or they get at some saturation point that they change. But yeah, when you are changing, you should be like ready with your answer. Like they can ask, why do you want to switch? So you should prepare a good answer that makes sense. It shouldn't be like, okay, everyone was switching, so I thought I should decide, I should also switch. Or it shouldn't be like, okay, I didn't like the work, that's why I was switching. So there could be some better answers that really justify why do you want to switch.
Yeah, understood. My another question is, how can I find out that particularly product-based company?
Product-based companies,
Kriti, 1 second. Vignesh, you can write all your questions in the chat box, okay? And we'll have to give another intern to ask question. No? So write all your
It's the last
questions in
one.
the
It's
chat
the
box,
last one.
and
I will complete my one. It's the last one.
yes, do it
Ma'am,
fast,
may I
okay?
ask you a question?
Ma'am, I have a question.
One by one, guys.
one by one.
Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
Ma'am, may
Regarding
I
that.
ask?
Okay,
Ma'am, are you there, please?
Hello.
yeah, so
मैम आई हैव ए क्वेश्चन
sure.
क्या मैं आपसे हिंदी में बात कर सकता हूँ?
जी 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 बिल्कुल।
मेरा क्वेश्चन था कि मैंने एक कोर्स किया था, वहाँ पर जो मेरे मेंटर थे, उन्होंने मुझे मैं उनसे एक बात पूछा था कि एज ए फ्रेशर्स क्या मुझे एक ही जॉब रोल के लिए अप्लाई करना चाहिए? मतलब अगर मेरा इंटरेस्ट है AI/ML पर और मैं उसी पर अपना करियर बनाना चाहता हूँ, तो उन्होंने मुझे बोला था कि तुमको मल्टीपल रोल में मतलब नॉलेज होना चाहिए। तो मैं क्या मैम सिर्फ AI/ML पे नॉलेज रखूँ या फिर मैम साइबर सिक्योरिटी या फिर ऐसा कुछ होना चाहिए?
इट्स अ वेरी गुड क्वेश्चन एक्चुअली, क्योंकि आप जब फ्रेशर्स रोल के लिए अप्लाई करते हो ना, आपको भी खुद आइडिया नहीं होता है कि आपका स्पेसिफिक इंटरेस्ट क्या है, टू बी ऑनेस्ट, क्योंकि आपने इतना ज्यादा एक्सप्लोर किया नहीं है। जस्ट मेकिंग अ प्रोजेक्ट डजंट मीन कि ओके आपको इसी डोमेन में नॉलेज है। तो इट्स लाइक व्हेन यू आर इन कॉलेज, आर यू इन कॉलेज बाय द वे?
यस मैम, आई मीन फाइनल
हाँ,
ईयर।
अगर आप अभी कॉलेज में हो, देन आई मीन इट्स बेटर कि एटलीस्ट 2-3 रोल्स के लिए आप कर सकते हो, क्योंकि एनीवेज आप जब कॉलेज में हो, आपको तो फुल स्टैक के कोई प्रोजेक्ट बनाने ही पड़ते हैं, कोई ना कुछ तो आप बनाए ही होगे फुल स्टैक पे। इफ नॉट कंप्लीट फुल स्टैक तो आपने बनाया ही होगा एटलीस्ट फ्रंट एंड एंड ऑल, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग।
यस
तो या आपके प्रोजेक्ट डाइवर्सिटीज तो होंगे ही। और फ्रेशर्स रोल के लिए आई थिंक आई हैव ऑलरेडी मेंशन, फ्रेशर्स रोल के लिए ना आप जब अप्लाई करते हो, लेट्स से आप डेटा साइंटिस्ट के लिए भी अप्लाई कर रहे हो, या सॉफ्टवेयर इंजीनियर के लिए अप्लाई कर रहे हो, या थ्रेट रिसर्चर के लिए अप्लाई कर रहे हो, आपसे ये एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया जाता है कि आपको बहुत ज्यादा एकदम डोमेन स्पेसिफिक नॉलेज हो। टू बी ऑनेस्ट, I cleared my software engineering interview with like the projects of cybersecurity. I mean, I had a lot of projects, like 6-7 projects I put in my CV. So yeah, somehow like उसमें डाइवर्सिटी था कि हाँ इस डोमेन का नॉलेज है, उस डोमेन का नॉलेज है, तो इट वाज काइंड ऑफ अ कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ ऑल द थिंग्स, बट नो वन अगेन ये दिस ओनली अप्लाइज फॉर द फ्रेशर्स रोल, ओके, टू बी क्लियर। मतलब कोई किसी के पास एक्सपीरियंस ऑलरेडी है और किसी रोल को आप आई मीन टारगेट कर रहे हो, आप लोग इसको ऐसे ये मत ले लेना, सीरियसली मत ले लेना। बट या इफ यू आर अप्लाइंग फॉर द फ्रेशर्स रोल, इन दैट केस आई मीन आपको इतना सोचना नहीं है कि डेटा साइंस के लिए अप्लाई कर रहा हूँ तो मेरे साथों के साथों प्रोजेक्ट डेटा साइंस पे ही होना चाहिए। इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट। आपने जो भी किया है, आपको जिस डोमेन का भी नॉलेज है, इफ दैट्स अ गुड प्रोजेक्ट एंड आपको कुछ अच्छा इम्पैक्ट दिखा है, तो यू कैन ऑब्वियसली पुट दैट। आई थिंक इट्स क्लियर।
मैं मुझे एक और एक क्वेश्चन है कि मैं आपने बोला कि डीएसए पैटर्न का अंडरस्टैंड, तो पैटर्न मैं जब कर रहा हूँ क्वेश्चन तो मुझे हो रहा है, लेकिन मैं पैटर्न को कैसे अंडरस्टैंड करूँ, और मैं जो क्वेश्चन जो मैं कर रहा हूँ तो मैं उसको रिवाइज कैसे करें, ये थोड़ा सा
हाँ, आपको नोट्स बना के रिवाइज करना है, बट इससे पहले आप मुझे ये बताओ आप कैसे रहे हो, लाइक आई मीन कहाँ से सीख रहे हो?
देखिए मैं तो मैम अपना कॉलेज का फ्री में कोर्स है वो उससे मैं कर रहा हूँ, और उसके साथ साथ मैं जैसे मैं देखिए मैम अभी मेरा लिंक लिस्ट कंप्लीट हुआ है, तो मैं लिंक लिस्ट के ऊपर क्वेश्चन कर रहा हूँ। मतलब एक दिन मैं पहले मैं इजी क्वेश्चन कर रहा हूँ, अब जब देख रहा हूँ कि मेरा इजी लेवल मुझसे खुद से हो रहा है, फिर उसके बाद मैं मीडियम पे स्विच कर रहा हूँ, फिर उसके बाद मैं हार्ड पे स्विच कर रहा हूँ। तो मैम इससे टाइम बहुत लग रहा है, लेकिन सबसे बड़ा प्रॉब्लम ये है।
आप किस ईयर में हो अभी?
मैं अभी मैं फाइनल ईयर में हूँ।
अच्छा, फाइनल ईयर में हो, तो आपके पास बहुत ज्यादा टाइम नहीं है। तो आप ऑलरेडी किसी लैंग्वेज में, मतलब कोई लैंग्वेज आपको बहुत अच्छे से तो आती होगी ना, लाइक जैसे जावा या मतलब कोई भी ऊप लैंग्वेज। हाँ, तो इफ यू ऑलरेडी नो सम ऑफ द ऊप लैंग्वेज, देन आप ना ये करो, स्ट्राइवर के डीएसए शीट होता है, आपने सुना है?
हाँ मैम,
तो आप वहां से स्टार्ट करो, तो वो पैटर्न बेस्ड पढ़ाते हैं। तो मतलब जो आप अपना कॉलेज या जो भी कर रहे हो वो भी सही है, मतलब ऐसा नहीं है, बट इट अगेन डिपेंड्स। मतलब मैं एकदम श्योर नहीं हूँ कि वो कैसे पढ़ाते हैं, बट व्हाट आई अंडरस्टूड फ्रॉम योर प्रिपरेशन स्ट्रेटेजी कि आपने लिंक लिस्ट सीखा और उसके बाद लिंक लिस्ट पे आप ऐसे कर रहे हो, तो अभी मुझे लगता है उसमें आपको बहुत ज्यादा टाइम जा रहा होगा। तो अगर आपकी हाँ बेसिक अंडरस्टैंडिंग है और आपने सेकंड ईयर में ऑलरेडी डीएसए कर रखा है, थोड़ा बहुत आइडिया आपको है, देन इन दैट केस इट्स बेटर टू डू विद स्ट्राइवर्स डीएसए शीट। ये बहुत ज्यादा क्यूरेटेड है और आपको पैटर्न उधर से ही समझ आ जाएगा कि ओके, तो दैट वुड बी बेटर। अगेन मतलब आप जैसे कर रहे हो ना कि इजी क्वेश्चंस के सारे कर लिए, उसके बाद मीडियम जाना है, तो इसमें ऐसा है ना कि आपको बहुत ज्यादा टाइम लग जाएगा, एंड एज यू आर अ फाइनल ईयर स्टूडेंट इन दैट केस, तो ऐसा हो जाएगा ना कि आपके पास बहुत ज्यादा टाइम भी नहीं है कि आप इतना स्पेंड कर सको।
और मैम एक आखिरी क्वेश्चन था मेरा। मैम आपने बोला कि बी ऑनेस्ट टू योर सीवी, तो मैम मतलब वो जो मेरा मेंटर थे वो मुझे एक बात और भी बता दें कि देखिए मुझे जॉब के लिए अप्लाई करना हो, मुझे मतलब उसके टेक्नोलॉजी के बारे में पता नहीं है, तो मैं अपने सीवी में उसके मतलब चैट जीपीटी से उसके बारे में थोड़ा सा सीवी को रिकॉर्ड करके दे दिया, और उसके बाद वहीं से थोड़ा सा क्वेश्चन जनरेट करके मैं चला गया इंटरव्यू देने के लिए। तो मैम ये क्या सही स्ट्रेटेजी है? मतलब वो लोग इसको रिवर्स इंजीनियरिंग बोल रहे थे, तो क्या मैम ये सही स्ट्रेटेजी है?
नहीं, मतलब अगर आप मेरा सजेशन मानोगे तो इन दैट केस इट्स नॉट अ गुड स्ट्रेटेजी, क्योंकि मुझे नहीं पता वो किस कंपनी के लिए गए थे या कैसे गए थे, बट जनरली ऐसा होता है ना कि आपने पहले सीवी अपना दे दिया, फिर आपने ऑनलाइन टेस्ट वगैरह दिया, फिर सीवी के लिए सॉरी इंटरव्यू के लिए गए, ऑल दोस थिंग्स। तो मतलब अगर आप जॉब डिस्क्रिप्शन के अकॉर्डिंग आपका सीवी थोड़ा बहुत अपडेट कर रहे हो और आपको क्लैरिटी है कि चलो मैंने ये डाला और 2 महीने में मैं ये सीख लूंगा जब तक इंटरव्यू का कॉल आए, देन इट्स फाइन टू डू, बट अदरवाइज आई मीन ये आपके लिए भारी पड़ सकता है कि आपने कुछ बोल दिया और आपसे इंटरव्यू में वही चीज पूछा गया।
ओके
मैम, कैन आई आस्क वन?
Sure. Okay, someone has pasted their query. First, let me answer them, then I'll come. C++ is most preferable language for DSA, though you can, yeah, that is true. Yeah, so Saksham, I think I have already given you the roadmap, like prepare your CV, and then apply in the look for the opportunities in the career portal of the companies that you mentioned, like MAANG company. So you can go to the career portal of the company. What is so go to the portal of the company and you apply for that. Then yeah, once your resume gets shortlisted, do well in the online assessment, then interview and done. Cybersecurity analyst, I've seen repeated questions. See, Praveen, I think I have already mentioned or not, I'm not sure. But yeah, if you are applying for some freshers role, then in that case, it could be any domain. Let's say for cybersecurity, there are roles like threat researcher and cybersecurity engineer. All those roles are available. So if you're applying for the freshers role, no, then the recruitment is almost the same. It's not like they will ask you for the domain knowledge in that aspect. Like you will have to clear all those ways and all, and you will have to go through the same procedure. Or if you are having years of experience in cybersecurity and you are targeting some experienced role, in that case the scenario may be different. But other than that, if you're targeting for the freshers role, then yeah, this is the whatever I mentioned, like ways, interviews, and all those things. This is the way that is how we can make it.
Ma'am, can I ask one question, please?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Hello, ma'am. I have a 2-year career gap after leaving my tech support role. And every recruiter asks me about it. When I explain, I tell them I spent 6 months completing a data science course. And after that, I have been searching for the job for past 1 year. And I explained the genuine reason for my career gap. But HR just said, like, we'll get back to you. And I never hear from them again. And the frustrating part is whatever I say and whatever I try to convince them, they simply won't listen. So how can I resolve this issue, ma'am?
Okay, so apply for more companies. It's not like someone is rejecting, so others will reject. So apply in more companies, first of all. Secondly, you are in technical support role, then you have 2 years of gap. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And now you're targeting which roles?
Now I'm targeting data science and AI ML.
Data scientist. So from technical support to 2 years gap, please, I think it's suggestible to you should apply for the freshers role as data scientist.
Okay.
Yeah, and apply in more.
May I ask?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Ma'am, if we are applying for software engineer or full stack developer role in big MNCs, then ma'am, what we should focus more on, DSA or our development skills?
DSA.
Okay. Ma'am, my another question is that as a
Yeah,
developer or
let me
full stack
clarify
developer.
Just a second, Bhumi. Let me clarify my answer. DSA is mostly important because you are going to get DSA questions in online assessment as well as in your interview. So you should be very, very, very good with DSA, but it's not like you shouldn't be working on your project or all those things like technical fundamentals and all those things. Those are also important. Good projects, yeah. All those things you should also
Ma'am, which topic is more important in DSA?
In DSA, all the topics are important, but these I mean, binary search, array, these are mostly important. But it's not like you can skip something. You shouldn't skip any topic. You should be good with all the topics. But in ways, I mostly see dynamic programming related to array and this binary search. That topic more often.
Ma'am, my another question is that as a web developer or fresher or full stack developer, as a fresher, how can we prepare to get into big MNCs like Google, Microsoft without prior experience, ma'am? Because I have seen that they only hire the experienced people.
No. I don't know whom you have seen, but yeah, if you are like targeting the freshers role, it doesn't matter whether you are from which college, for which background. You should be appropriate for the role. Like you should have those skills. You should be able to answer properly in the interview. Even before interview, there are more like rounds of filter. So your resume should be shortlisted. I see people like who are from tier 3 colleges who are working in Microsoft along with me. So it's not like you need to be from IIT or something like that. It's not. It's a myth. It's not like that. They're hiring from the like tier 3, tier 2 colleges. But yeah, the only thing they maintain is you should have that expertise too.
Okay, ma'am. Or ma'am, do we have aptitude round in big companies?
I haven't seen. But yeah, the aptitude means in the interview sometimes they might ask you about some puzzle. But it's not like that those maths interviews like speedlight, all those things that I haven't seen so far. But that
Ma'am?
comes in
Okay,
the
ma'am.
services companies, like if you're talking Cognizant, all those things. In those companies, they might ask aptitude question, but Microsoft, Google, if I'm remembering correctly, they do not ask those aptitude questions. No.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Yeah, Rudra, go ahead.
Ma'am, I can speak in English, Hindi.
Yeah, बताइए.
मैम ऐसा बोल रहा हूँ कि जो रिज्यूमे में अवॉइड करने का जो पेज था उसके अंदर क्या ज्यादातर अवॉइड करना चाहिए?
हाँ, रेज्यूमे में ये तो मैंने ऑलरेडी बताया आपको कि मतलब ऐसे अननेसेसरी इंफॉर्मेशन. सॉरी,
वो मैम किसी का माइक खुला हो गया ना तो आपका ही वॉइस वापस आया. आप
Wait, Rudra, wait. Kriti, see, Gayatri is asking to speak in English because he is like from. Okay,
yeah,
so speak in English.
okay.
Okay, no. You can English. I can understand English, but I can speak English more long time.
Understood. Okay, so let me answer you. So you asked what are the things that you should avoid in resume. So let me get to that point. First and foremost thing, do not put unnecessary informations that doesn't align to the work. Like you are putting your your image and your home address, all those things. I mean, you can see some good interface by making resume that way, but that doesn't at all matter, because I have already mentioned like no one is gonna manually go through your resume, right? So LLMs doesn't have anything to do with your home address and all those things. So just provide the required information, and whenever like these things are common for everyone, like educational background, if you are having some work experience or all those things. Then coming to the project, whenever you are mentioning your project, write it in a bulleted point. It shouldn't be like a paragraph. It shouldn't be like that. Make it in a bulleted point, and the point must include what was your goal, how long you were able to achieve those goals, what are the technologies that you used, and what are the results. And if you can mention the numbers, like okay, we have got 90% of accuracy, or we were there were in the 16 project there were some scalability of 10%, and we have made it to 20% or 50%, something like that. So those figures really make a good impact. So yeah, this thing you should do, and do not include all those things again, your hobbies, those things. I don't find it very much useful. Better you put relevant informations like your technologies and all those things that align to your job role, because anyways you are not applying for any HR role or anything like that. So yeah.
Okay.
Next. Yeah.
Hello, ma'am. Am I audible?
Ma'am, can I finish? Or
Okay, I'll first take Manshi's question, then you can do this.
okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Manshi.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am. So ma'am, my question is that I have 2.5 years of experience as a data engineer, but actually I left that company because I just want to upskill myself and want my career in AI ML. But in that company, I'm not getting work based on AI ML. So then after from 1 year, I'm just preparing for the data science and machine learning, and I have taken so many courses, internships and all. And currently I'm just giving interviews in various companies based on AI ML. but I'm just facing issue like in the final round and all. Just they asked me about like why I left that company, because that company is also based on AI/ML. But in that company, actual reason was that like I'm not getting work based on the AI/ML, so that's why I left that company. But currently, the interview asks me like why I left that company, why I
Okay.
am not managing both the things side by side. So how I can deal with such type of
Correct.
questioning rounds and
So I would like to know, when they ask you such question, how do you answer? What the answer do you give to them?
I basically give them answer like I have to upskill myself that time. I just want to transit my career in AI ML, not in data engineer. So that's why it was not possible for me to manage both the things, like to do job as well as to prepare for the data science and machine learning. So that's why I left that company and just prepare me for the AIML roles and all. I have just learned from the internships and I have done so many internships and all. So that's the reason I have just left that company. And
Yeah, so I think you are clear with your reason, but when you are saying, I mean, you might not be feel that confident. That is why they are rejecting, or maybe there can be reason that they don't want to take, or something like that. That may happen. But yeah, when you are giving answer to that question, you have already cleared that technical interview or online assessment. So you can, you should be confident, and you should like say in a diplomatic way that I was working well there, I had learned, I have been there for 2.5 years. Then I thought, okay, now I need to change my tech stack, or I need to learn these technologies. So it was very difficult for me to manage both. So I took a leap of faith and I started learning. So, and now that this is how I learned and cleared all those things, and now I am here sitting with you in this interview. So yeah, that is what my goal was, and I think it's gonna get fulfilled. So yeah, this is how we can, like, you should be confident with your answer, and I think you know good reasons, so just don't fumble.
for the personal and professional growth, we can say like
Personal, yeah, personal, I'm not sure, but yeah, professional growth.
professional growth. Okay, okay. Thanks a lot, ma'am. Thanks a
Okay,
lot.
ma'am.
Thank
Ma'am,
you.
can I ask my question?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
No, I have a question that if I applying for in FANG companies for freshers role, like I am applying for Microsoft for AIML role, ma'am, so how much I have done 10 internship, but when they check my resume, they check the internship quality or the quantity, that how much internship or
Quality.
okay.
Like when you are mentioning something, the internship, so you mention, okay, I have interned with this company. So if the company itself is a big company, then LLM will fetch it, okay, it's a good company, it's a plus. But if not, let's say you are interning with some startup and something like that, but you are having a really good project and you have like made a good impact, or like something like that, you have like you need to showcase that, okay, in this, while I was doing this internship, I have done this, which is really good, and you will need to mention those numbers I'm again telling. So I have made it scalable on all those things. If you do that, then yeah, it's not at all about, like, when you are applying for the freshers role, it's not about how many internships have you done, because mostly in freshers role people generally do 1 to 2 internships, so it doesn't matter how many internships you do. But yeah, you should have done something good. Or even if you don't have a good internship, in that case also your resume can get shortlisted if you have done really good projects and your CV's ATS score is really good and all those things.
Ma'am, I have one last question. That
Sure.
in this era when AI is doing most of the thing, so what type of projects I have to done, or I have to put my resume that makes a good sense?
Makes a good sense, like see, you are applying for a freshers role, no? So all the cutting edge technologies, whatever you have interest in, you can make project on that. And whatever technology you take, it's not like I should suggest ki, okay, you go and make a project on these technologies, apply these things, these libraries and all those tech packs, and that is not something yeah, I should hard put, because it obviously it's completely dependent on how what's your interest is and those things. So yeah, it's not like you should do this, you should do that, because anyways you're applying for freshers role. So whatever you choose, you should do something good in that. So that is what my point is. And
Ma'am, the question, ma'am.
what you okay.
Ma'am, can I ask you a question, please?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
So, ma'am, since I'm enrolled in AI and ML, so I have various job roles, but I have particularly interest in prompt engineering. But the negative thing which I'm finding in this is I'm unable to find a freshers role, ma'am. Since all the requirements are like more than 2 years or 3 years of experience, but I'm still a fresher final year student. So, how do you think I can get a prompt
Yeah,
engineering job?
so yeah, that's the real issue, because prompt engineer role, I also don't think there are opportunities for the freshers role. So it's a tough case. What you can do? I mean, you can start with something. Anyways, you are enrolled in AIML, so you can start at least your career with AIML. Then, when you have at least 1 year of experience, then you can apply for those roles. Because if there's no option, then we cannot create job opportunities. No, so whatever available, you have to at least bear with that. And AIML is, you are anyways in course, so you are anyways learning AIML as part of your course. So yeah.
Ma'am, is
Ma'am,
I
can I ask you a
use
question?
with any of other thing as an experience and add it in my resume?
Sorry, can you please repeat your question?
Like since they asked us to at least 2 years of experience, like we can just say I have 2 years of experience in different domain, but in under AI and ML. But again, I can apply for the job as prompt engineering.
Yeah,
Is it
correct.
possible?
You can. You can.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You can ask
Ma'am,
me
can I
question.
ask a question, ma'am?
I think first he raised his hand. Thyon, can you please go ahead?
Okay.
Then Gayatri, I'll take your question. Sure.
So, first of all, I have a question regarding that I'm fresher and I came from a non-IT background. So, is it possible for me to prepare DS and all the
Voice
codings
is
and
not very much
requirements?
clear to me. Is it the issue with my speaker, or can you please say again?
Am I audible now clearly?
Yeah, yeah. Now it's clear.
Yes.
Thank you.
Ma'am, I came from a non-IT background. Is it possible for me to prepare DSA and coding and apply for the big MNC companies? Like I
Okay.
have done BBA and after that I am pursuing post-graduation diploma in supply chain management. So can I go for it?
See, you can always change your career. It's not something you cannot change, but it again depends like how many time do you have. Because if you are like from BBA background, so coming to IT, it's possible. It's not, I'm not saying it's not possible. It's obviously possible, but it's completely depends on like how much time you can invest, right? So you have to learn so many lot of things. Like it's not just DSA. So DSA is a secondary thing. Before knowing DSA, you need to learn some coding languages. And coding language coming to you, do not right away learn some OOP language. You first start with C or some basic language. Then you eventually learn some OOP language, and then comes DSA. So if you have that time or energy that you are determined, ki, no, I'm gonna do this. So it's possible. It's not like you cannot do. People switch their career. So if you can invest that much of time and energy, then yeah, you should.
Okay, ma'am, yeah. Oh, thank you. My next question is, so I have to purchase some courses, like if I can prepare from YouTube, and is not enough, most nearly from my personal experience.
No, it's not like that. You can also learn from YouTube. You just need to find the right channels.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so if you
Ma'am,
are really determined that you want to learn these things from YouTube, then I can recommend you something. Just get back to me. Okay, that's it. Go ahead.
ma'am, my question is how to find internship other than Internshala or LinkedIn or other common platforms. Basically, every internship providing platforms are asking for money And how can I target on startups for internship? And my second question is how to know about the offline campus drives, or can you say some? Um,
Okay, so offline campus drive is something. Are you currently in college?
yes, ma'am.
So
Third
it,
year.
third year. So yeah, so companies might be visiting your campus for the final year students, no? And so if you're particularly looking for internship and you are in third year, some companies visiting your campus.
No, ma'am.
No, not visiting. So okay, then you need to find your own opportunity. Okay, so for that, there's those Naukri.com and all those things are there. Apart from that, you go to the career portal of specific companies. For all the companies, you just type in Google, Microsoft career page, Amazon career page, Google career page. All the companies maintain designated website for the as career portal where they upload all the job opportunities. So you go there, you filter out. There will be filtering option of internship, full time, remote, all those things. You filter out internship, put your preferred location or something like that, and you will see okay, these opportunities are there, and whatever interests you, you just go and apply in that.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. What about the offline campus drive, ma'am? How can we know that?
Yeah, it is completely driven by company. So I was in IIT Kanpur. So for us, the thing was there was a designated SP office, student placement office, who used to coordinate with the companies, and companies used to visit our campus to take employees for interns, let it be, or full time. So I think, in all the engineering colleges, mostly companies visit. If it is tier 3 college, then mostly service based companies visit. If it is tier 1 or tier 2 college or some renowned government college, in that case companies visit. Good, product based companies as well visit. But if in your case, if it's, you are in an engineering college, right?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. I'm a AIDS department student, but my colleges focus on web development, like that only. So not in our domain.
But you should be having some placement office or placement coordinators sort of thing.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so from the placement coordinator or placement office, they only initiate these things. Okay, these companies are visiting our campus, and whoever is interested, just apply for this. I think you are in third year, and till now we haven't got any notice. Then in that case, might be companies are not visiting that much or that often. So it's better you find your own opportunity. No, just Google it, spend some time, find the right opportunity, and apply for it.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Is it clear? You understood, no? What I am saying? Go to the company's designated career portal and apply. You can find it from LinkedIn as well, Naukri.com as well. But yeah, if you are interested in some specific companies, you can always do that.
Ma'am,
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Ma'am, I have a question.
ma'am, I have a question that when I learn a new technology, ma'am, do I have to take a course or do I have to make a project and then take a course?
So I'm not very much clear with your question. What?
Ma'am, I'm saying that I have now I am learning a new technology, but I want to learn a new technology. So do I make a project on that technology using AI, or helping or taking help with AI, or taking a course and do the same thing that the course is telling me? So what should I do?
Okay. So if I have understood your question correctly, then what we generally do is we learn while making a project. That is time saving way. But let's say you are doing something, you do not even have any knowledge on that. Let's say I already know Python or some language, and I am starting some data science thing. So I'll just go through the documentation of the library, and I will right away jump on the project, and while working I will learn. Okay, whatever circumstances come, based on that I will learn. But everyone's learning is different. So if you do not have much of time, then it's better to build a project and learn while building. But if you have no prior experience and you do not even know a single coding language, something like that, then in that case it will not be helpful for you. In that case, you will need to first learn, then apply.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Shani.
I completed my data analytics course and applying for jobs. And you mentioned that the resume should be in one page. But when we adding our projects and our education, it become more than one page. It become 2 pages. And how to short this resume? First question. And second question, I'm looking for remote role. And is this tough to get a remote data analyst role for a fresher?
Nowadays, technologies are evolving, and I have seen people who are working remote completely. I think Flipkart, after Big Billion, they have given like complete work from home for the software engineers. I have few friends who are doing completely working from home, and in Oracle as well, they are giving complete work from home. So it's not a big deal. Nowadays technologies are evolved such a way. Even in Microsoft, we do not have strict rule that we need to work from office. We can do work from home as well if we want. So yeah, working remote is not difficult nowadays. Companies are flexible with remote things. But yeah, the first thing you say, 2-page resume to 1 page. See, you should know how to make a curated resume. So I'm not sure how you are making your resume. So I think I have already mentioned, don't put unnecessary informations. What makes your resume lengthy. And apart from that, whenever you are putting some I can say something in a 2-line sentence and you can say something in a 1-line sentence with the relevant information. So you should convert your resume such a way that it is 1 page. Again, you are providing all the relevant information that is needed. You are not like, this is not essay writing, right? You should only highlight the relevant points. So as per the job description, you try to make, you can take help from ChatGPT or Perplexity, whatever AI you are using.
Yeah, okay. And can you show me a sample resume?
I can show. I think not in this session. In next session, I'll be able to show. Because as of now, I don't have a resume handy.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. I'll definitely show then in some other session. But yeah, as of now, it's not handy. Otherwise, I can show you. Okay, next, anyone? Yeah, Shashank, do you want to ask anything? Hey, Shashank, do you want, are you speaking something? I think you are unmuted, but I'm not sure.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah, did you go
Ma'am,
ahead? Yeah.
yeah, my query is like that. If we do online internship and a guy does offline internship, so will they have same level of weightage or level in the market? Because an offline intern goes to the campus and he like.
No, DP. Nowadays, that those things doesn't matter at all. I mean, if you are doing an online internship and someone is doing offline internship, in that aspect, it will not, be differentiated. But the only thing that matter is what you are doing in your online internship and what he is doing in his offline internship. It's not at all about the mode of working. It's all about what are the things you are building, whatever project you are building, whatever technologies and however you contributed to your project. So these things will only matter. No one is going to see, have you ever done, a company visit or office visit, or you have worked remotely. That doesn't at all matter nowadays.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ma'am.
Hello, ma'am.
Yeah, Bhumi, go ahead. Yeah, Bhumi.
My name is Vasanta, ma'am.
Okay.
Present, I am studying in.
Your
Present, I
voice
am
is.
studying MBA, second year in the stream of data analytics.
Okay. Yeah. Now I
Can you
can
hear me, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah. Present, I am doing internship on inline tech. After my education, how can I get job quickly?
So I'm sorry, I'm not very much sure what you said. I mean, can you please repeat?
Present, I am studying MBA, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. And you are looking for which job opportunities?
Internship on inline tech.
Internship on inline tech. Okay. Nice.
And data analyst, ma'am.
As data analyst, you are doing MBA. Okay, Rishabh, if you are hearing, can you get back to her? I am not there.
Yes, you can ping us on WhatsApp. We'll let you know about that. Okay.
Yeah, so better you talk to Rishabh or someone else. I'm just a mentor here, so I'm not directly associated with this thing. But yeah, that is something I didn't expect. Okay, that's nice. Okay, anyone else? Okay.
Kriti, Shashank is typing some question in the chat box. Can you
Okay.
please see that?
Okay.
His mic is not working.
Okay. Okay, Shashank, I got your query. You are looking for the cybersecurity job role, but you are not finding some good match. But I'm not sure how you are not finding good match. I don't know. You are completely relying on LinkedIn or something like that. This is again, I am repeating, because if I particularly talk about Microsoft, there's a designated org for only security and threat and these things. And I have seen so many openings there as threat researcher 2. So if you're not sure about this designation, let me tell you, threat researcher is again those 59, level 59, level 60 jobs, same as software engineer or data scientist 1. So yeah, threat researcher, you can apply. So, and the recruitment procedure is also the same. You will have to go through that way. You have to clear the DSA round, and as freshers, as far as I know, they are not expecting too much from you. Just some basic project or some basic understanding will work. It's not like you need to master or ace something. So yeah, I don't know why you have such bad experience, but it's not like there are not opportunities. I mean, even when I was in IIT Kanpur, I have seen like there was a completely designated cybersecurity hub, and they have like all the things in this Mahakumbh 2024. All the things were taken care by that C3I hub in IIT Kanpur, and I have closely worked with them, and there are so many opportunities there that I have seen. And even my professor in IIT Kanpur, he is now director at IIT Hyderabad, and there also they have opened a cybersecurity lab. So it's not like there are no opportunities in cybersecurity. To be honest, even like in my life, I'm seeing so much of growing opportunities in cybersecurity. So yeah, there are opportunities. Maybe you are not finding it in a right way, so you should modify your searching style. And coming to the thing, freshers, they are not at all expecting that much from freshers. But I have mentioned, like for all the freshers role, the expectation is more or less the same for all the roles, let it be data scientist 1, SDE 1, or threat researcher 1, or all the other roles, yeah, which is completely technical. I think hope that clears your doubt, Shashank. Anyone else?
Ma'am, I would like to know that in every job role, the recruitment procedure is same or no?
See, I mean, it slightly varies from company to company, roles to roles, but it's not like. But one thing I can conclude is, if you're targeting the freshers role, let's say you are targeting the freshers role in Microsoft, in that case, the recruitment criteria is gonna be the same. Like first you apply, your CV get shortlisted, then you appear for the online assessment, which is again gonna be a coding round for data scientist role or for SDE role or even for threat researcher. Then there will be technical interviews, and technical interviews will be slightly different for the roles. Let's say you are like giving interview for the software engineer, then you will be asked questions on something like that aligns to your job description. And if you're particularly applying for the cybersecurity role, then you will be asked on your projects, cybersecurity projects, and your basic understanding. So yeah, I think hope that answers your questions. Recruitment procedure is completely like it completely varies company to company, roles to roles, but yeah, it's more or less same that you have to
And it
apply.
means, DSA is constant in each and everything, right?
Yeah, for the freshers role, yes, it's the first barrier that you will have to clear. And if you're applying for the experienced role, in that case they have like slightly lesser importance, but yeah, DSA is the most important thing that I can tell you from my personal experience. Like I have given online assessment for more than, if I'm remembering it correctly, 80, 90, even more than that. And for all the like total roles I'm saying. And I think in all the companies there were all these big companies that visited IIT. All of them asked DSA only in the like online assessment. Yeah, so DSA is important. No
Ma'am?
matter-
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am?
Yeah, DT, go ahead. Yeah.
Ma'am, no,
whoever
I'm
is-
Ramesh.
Okay, yeah. Ramit, yeah, go ahead.
Ma'am, can I go? I will ask you. I want to ask you a question that
Yeah, sure.
if me or my friends, ma'am, applying for the same job role in the same company, and I have my 10 or 12 internship, but it is not that renowned company. But my friend has only 2 internship on top MNC company. Does it make any sense by on selecting resume selecting?
I'm not getting your question. Like, you have done internship in some company which is not that famous, and your friend is doing some internship in some big named companies. Are you? Is that what are you
Yes,
saying?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. If that is making a big factor for select.
No. I don't think so. I mean, again, it completely depends. Let's say your friend is doing some internship in some good company, but he's not doing, good work, or his project in that internship is not that good, but you are doing, I mean, let's say you have done some self project only, but you have done really good or contributed to some open source things or something like that, then that's going to make better impact. So it's not like that.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, in our resume, we can present our personal projects and as well as the academic project as well, right?
Yes.
Which is very much prioritized, ma'am? Is it academic or the personal one, or both has the same weightage?
It doesn't at all matter. Yeah, both of them have the same weightage. I will just request you to put the project that you feel yeah, this is a really good project. I have done these things. I have used these technologies, and you're able to show the figures like, okay, I have improved this or something like that. So just put that. It doesn't matter whether it's your course project, your self project, internship project, whatever it could be. Project is just a project. It could come from anywhere. Put that, please.
Hello, ma'am.
Okay, let me answer to Amrit. Yeah, Diti, I'll get back to you. He is asking, he is a SOC analyst already, and he wants to switch to cybersecurity. Yeah, you can do that. For experienced roles in cybersecurity, you do not need that much of DSA things. DSA is mainly very much important for the freshers roles. So if we're targeting, particularly in cybersecurity, if you're targeting, I mean, you should know the basic things, right? If you're an engineer, you should know the basic things. But yeah, it's not that key. Okay, you should have that much of lead code rating or something like that. That is not necessary for experience phase. Yeah, DT, go ahead.
Ma'am, right now I'm in my BCA final year.
BCA, okay.
So I was planning to do MBA in BA. So is it like business analytics? So is it better to do an MBA with in BA or just learn the skills that required for that job position? Like,
This completely depends on your interest. No? Some people are doing MBA in finance and becoming some investment banker, something like that, earning really good.
yeah. So my query is that do they treat special with those who have MBA degree or?
I mean, do you want to come back to this tech thing after doing MBA? Is that what are you asking?
Yeah, no, like.
No. I mean, once you are doing MBA and once you do MBA, then there's no need to come back to this tech roles. No, then you should like apply for the roles that aligns to your MBA. Like, are you understanding what I am
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to say?
I'm
Yeah.
understanding. Yeah.
So you are doing BCA.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
if you like want to do MCA or like after BCA also there are like technical BCA is Bachelor in Computer Application, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So after doing BCA or MCA, if you want to come to like join these companies as some tech guy, then that makes sense. But if you do MBA, then in that case, why would you become something like why would you do some coding? You will do something else, no? Like the expertise you gain in MBA, then in that case it will be of no work. So yeah, you need to think like if you do MBA, then you do not need to do or you shouldn't do these technical things. But yeah, if you are like right away after BCA or MCA, if you are trying to find some tech roles, then yeah, you can apply obviously for this. Then you can again figure out, okay, I need to do SDE role or data scientist role or all those things available. So that you need to think.
Okay.
Okay, I think we're done with all the questions. And Rishabh has already answered most of the questions. Yeah, Shubham, go ahead. If you can unmute yourself, you can ask. Otherwise, it's fine to type it in chat. Okay, sorry, it's Sabnam. I'm so sorry. Yeah, Shabnam. Whatever question you have, you can ask. You can unmute yourself and ask. YouTube channel for DSA. Again, I think I have already mentioned DSA for DSA. I personally followed Striver's DSA sheet where he completely explains all those things pattern wise. But Striver will be helpful only when you already have some good knowledge on C or C++, or already you are having some basic knowledge on this. So if you are a complete fresher and you do not have any knowledge like on any coding language or any DSS stuff, then in that case you should learn those things first, then do Striver. And you can also follow Code Army, that is if I remember correctly, his name is Rohit Negi. He is from IIT Guwahati and he's currently in Google. So he has also some good lectures on DSA. And apart from that, LoveBubber, some topics are really good streams and all I did from LoveBubber. But yeah, Striver is mostly recommend if we're targeting these like MAANG companies. Striver's DSA sheet that like there is two sheets actually, A to Z for starting. And if you don't have much time, then he has that SD sheet. I'm not talking about the paid version. I'm like talking about the version that is available online for free. So you can do that. I also did that. But yeah, again, you can do that only if you have some basic understanding on this. Yes, Pradeep, you can completely use AI in your like working basis. Yeah, like even when I am working in Microsoft, we are like on our everyday day-to-day work, we are using Copilot agent, GitHub Copilot in the agent version. Whenever we are coding and all, we're using GitHub with Copilot. in the agent mode, and now Microsoft recently launched their SRE agent, so we are also trying to use that. So yeah, we use AI. Shabnam, you was asking again, this doesn't at all matter, like whether you are working remote or you are working from office, that doesn't at all matter. So yeah, you should just get some good work and some good project. That is what all matters. Otherwise, it's completely fine. Nowadays, technologies are so evolved that you do not completely rely on working from office. So yeah, if you are getting some remote opportunity, yeah, that's good. Can you give me a business analytics roadmap? Business analytic roadmap. Not right away I can give. I need to talk to some of my friends who are going through that thing. Then I can get back to you. Okay, Amrit, I am not working in cybersecurity in Microsoft. For if you particularly ask for my cybersecurity expertise, then when I was in IIT Kanpur, my project was my final year project or thesis, whatever you say, that was on completely cybersecurity. And what I mentioned already, in IIT Kanpur, there is a cybersecurity hub that is named C3I Hub. I have interned there, I have worked there, I have eventually published 2 papers in 2 international conferences. So that is what my cybersecurity expertise is. But in Microsoft, I am not working in cybersecurity. Even my job role is I am software engineer, software development engineer. So yeah, I am working in Azure Cloud, Azure DevOps, and doing some coding stuffs there. I'm working as a developer in Microsoft. Yeah, Praveen. So you are in first year, so you have 3 years, so you can follow and get a good opportunity. So again, for the freshers role, you just find out the right opportunities in right company. So in first year, you don't necessarily need to do need to search for the full-time employment. You do some good internship and all those things in some good companies, and most importantly in some good projects, learn some good technologies. And there are some online platform for cybersecurity as well, like as we practice in lead code and all for learning coding, there are a designated platform for cybersecurity as well. And they are like, you should right away start working on those Kali Linux and all those things, which is very much beneficial for cybersecurity roles. So you have a lot of time, so you can even reach out to me personally. I can help you. Like, you have a lot of time and you can really learn so many things and get a great opportunity in cybersecurity role. CGPA, Microsoft, and Google expert. Okay. So coming to the CGPA thing, Bhumi, CGPA, does it matter? I think for on-campus placement, it mattered. And what is decent CGPA? I will request you, if you are in college and if you still have some semester left, then at least try to maintain a CGPA of 8. Please. Like, no company mentions that. Even in Microsoft, Google, when they give the eligibility criteria, they do not mention that we want CGPA 8 or something like that. Basically, generally they have that criteria of 7 or 6.5. But I don't believe nowadays it's very difficult to get like maintain a good CGPA. So if you're in college or if you still have some semester left, at least try to get or maintain the 8 CGPA, because nowadays market is very much competitive. You are let's say you are having 7 CGPA and the company also says, okay, 7 CGPA is our like bottleneck criteria, but someone with 9 CGPA is waiting there, so it's tough. So yeah, if you don't have that, then it's fine. They don't have a hard-coded criteria that we want this much. Generally, Microsoft Google has a CGPA criteria of 6.5 to 7. But again, it's recommended, if you have that time left in your college, please try to maintain at least 8. At least, I'm saying. What is the roadmap to start coding as a non-IIT person? It doesn't matter whether you are IIT or non-IIT. If you are in an engineering college, if you are doing your engineering, then yeah, you have to like start coding. First start with C language. First learn C language. After you learn C language well, then you learn any of the OOP language. Yeah, it can be Java, it can be C++, it can be Python. I personally learned C++. Even for the competitive coding CP, I still do in CPP. But so then start DSA. When you are in second year, you will learn DSA. And if you are doing engineering, you will anyways you will have some courses like Java, nowadays AI, ML, all those things. So you will learn this way. Is it you want to switch into Yeah, so Nagaveni Katam. So data science role or AI ML is synonyms actually. It's not different thing. You can search for those roles. You are a teacher, so you might be having a good understanding of those things. So yeah, you can apply for that role, and your experience is also in that thing only. So I'm not sure about your technical expertise, but I believe you're having a really good understanding of the fundamentals as you're a teacher. So you can apply for both, experienced and freshers, both the roles. You can try your luck. Um, Yeah, so for learning purpose, you can get your Azure cloud account, no? So for the insider employees, this is for free, but I think you can purchase it. I think all the questions are answered. Okay, Rishabh, shall we end it now? I think all the questions are answered already. Okay, so thank you everyone. Had a great session. Hope all of you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you.